Good morning! Welcome to Writers Write. I'm Ann Kimbrough, and really happy that you've joined me today. Let's see, where's my... Move this light a little bit over here. It feels very bright today. I don't know if I got it on the right setting. I have to be my own tech person. Oh, that's a little bit better. A little less hot. A little more welcome to the barista hangout. I think I'm a barista because I have a Keurig machine. Luckily, I work at being a writer. How are you guys? Let me sign into the chat. We are here. We made it to another Friday. Woo! Friday edition of Writers Write, where we will do two 25-minute writing sprints in about an hour. I push it a little longer. Let's see. This is going to show me if I'm live, is what it's going to show me. Clickety click click. Hello, self.
Here, we made it.
Yeah. We made it, but we didn't make it into the chat yet. I should probably Google why it does this, but hey, there it is. Writers Write. Oop, it said welcome to. I tried to capitalize it. Writers Write. All right. Delayed message. All right. Gotta make this smaller so I can see everybody. What's going on for a Friday? Time to totally get into it. It's always fun to tune in and see which of my friends can show up and see me live. For those of you that are my friends that show up and watch me recorded, that's cool too. I like it. The point is, hopefully this helps you do your writing. Oh, I haven't got my the timer. Your timer needs to come on up here. There we go. Yep, I'm still promoting my new book, Mysteries Are Murder. I've got to do like a real ad for it. I don't think I've sold any yet. But it's a compilation. It's my first paperback of a series that's all been Kindles. Because they're short reads, so I put two together. It makes for like a 313-page book. And you can just read the first two books together. Woo! Of course, you guys have already read that, right? In Kindle version? Of course you have. If you're into cozy mysteries, that is. Hey, Sergio! Good morning, sunshine. How are you today? Thanks for checking in. You're always very nice and consistent that way. What are you working on right now? I got to a place where the true life story is over. I've stepped back from it happily. It was one of those decisions that you have to make to save your sanity. And it's the right decision. I don't know about you guys, but I know when I've made a right decision where my inner me is really, really happy. Everything feels yay! And that feeling has not gone away since I made the decision. So it's good. It means I got to focus more on right now my podcasting and my books, which have also been on the plate. I'll have to think of a new project for screenwriting, but I'm not going to rush into one since I have so much on the plate right now. Today I was thinking I was going to work on some promo copy for my podcast, because that's outside of just editing the podcast. Now it's time to make all the little stuff. I mean, I could put together some show notes. That might be easy to do. So I'm going to get some work done today. You're like, yeah, Ann, we'll see. All right, let's get our first writing sprint going. Let's see, I've buried now there it is, my clock. Are you ready to write? Do you know what you're going to do? I don't mind if you use your 25 minutes to figure out what you want to do. Sometimes the first 25 is good brainstorming time so that the second 25 minutes you can actually do real writing, like words on the page. Whatever works for you, it all counts. All counts in my book. Sergio? Oh, panty water? Is that what we're calling it now? I find that idea really funny. But I can't remember if it was supposed to be funny. It has to be. But good. You're actually starting writing. So you've done all that prep work. Good for you. All right. Well, let's get it going. Sergio's going to write. I'm going to write. Join us, won't you? On your mark, get set, write. Ding, 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 ding. 25 minutes on the clock. All right. Now I've buried my... I have one more podcast to record, and then I've recorded 22. That's what I'm launching, the first season, I guess. I don't know why I'm doing air quotes. It's our first season of the iScary podcast, and I'm launching, we're going to have 22 episodes, and we have 22. I did, like I said, I recently just pulled in a new co-host to just finish out the last episodes, which required me to renumber all the episodes, which was a pain in the neck because a bunch were completed, and of course all of them were recorded, and all of that was already on Dropbox, so it's really hard to keep it all straight. But I got there. I persevered. But I do need to find I have to record the last 2 episodes, and I have one more recording set on Monday with my newscaster, because they're scary news stories, so we have a newscaster that reads the news part. So I write the news part that is read, so. And I get that news from my blog. So I just have to look at my blog and see what it is. See which stories I want to pull in. Let's see. My blog is iscarystory.com. Let's see what were the last ones? I gotta find my show list is over here somewhere. Yeah, I had like a 3-hour session with my podcasting partner, who is my son. But we did that yesterday, so we got plans. It's good to have plans. We're on track. Alrighty. Alright, those are now that I did. Read a really good one about, did I tell you about this? Disneyland? Some odd things that go on at Disneyland. Well, I'll give you a little spoilers. Disneyland has they called it a code grandma. When somebody brings sneaks in ashes of a loved one and sprinkles them somewhere in Disneyland. It like happens a lot. So one of our news stories is that. It was too good. And we did a good Bigfoot one. That one was fun. That's actually because, even though we did it at the end, that's actually episode 4. Because that's the first one with this new co-host. All right. I might want to use one of my... You guys gotta let me know what you want to talk about writing-wise. Because I would gladly share my knowledge. What little there is. And you can decide if it's worthy. But, yeah, during the break. Oh, I could do that one. Nah. I now have people that email me weird news stories that they hear, which is wonderful. So if you ever hear any that you think I should be including, I mean, I have had quite a few that I've just found that are out of Florida. Makes me worried for you, Sergio. Why is Florida? I mean, maybe that's just they just report on the news better, I guess is it. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna create some new ones. Yeah, that's a constant thing that I have to feed is the blog but it's the source of all the stories we use. So I search for and post scary news stories every Monday and Friday. Monday and Fridays are big for me. We do this every Monday and Friday. Yeah. Okay. Someone just sent me a really good one, I thought. Oh my gosh. I have like 20 emails I sent myself because they're all screenshots. I did all this research on some really great ways to promote a podcast. I should collect them all, and for anyone else that's interested, because they're all in one. Well, actually, I got them from one place, but what I should do is collect them all, and along with how they worked for me. That's what I should do after the fact. But anyway, I did them. I don't know why I did that. I just did them all as screen grabs. And now I've emailed all the screen grabs to because I did it on my phone. And now I somehow have to compile that and decide what to do. So I am going on a trip next week, and that's when I'm going to really pull together my whole promo plan and write the copy. I've got to write... I got to start that now. I've got to write all the show notes. Every time you release something, it has to have a little blurb. I want that all ready. I don't want to have to be doing that at the last minute. It doesn't seem like it's a lot when it's just a paragraph, but I want all the links. We're also gonna really launch our YouTube, our iScary YouTube channel. So that's going to be a slower process. The podcast comes first, and we're really focusing on the promotion for the first 8 weeks. And then, here it is. Another strange news story. Oh, yeah, we got to do this one. A freak accident at McDonald's. Perfect. Yeah, and might as well blog about this while I'm doing it. Always try to get plenty in the hopper, ready to come out. Comedy drama. Most comedies are dramatic. That's true. Well, it's good. I mean, obviously the title just gives you that, which is something I always look for in a good title. So you're off to a good start. I hope you have a pretty decent outline. At least know a little bit where you're going. I'm sure you do. All right. Posts. Do you guys do WordPress? I use WordPress a lot. It's, the costs are quite low. Oh, I have 2 scheduled. I need to get a little further ahead. But what's great about WordPress is now I know how to do it I do it on my cell phone, so I can always blog that away. Okay, it's slow to come up. Alrighty. Okay. I spelled accident with 3 C's. Yeah, at least I noticed. Uh-oh, my stomach's growling today. Uh-oh. Please don't bookmark it. Hey, Yvette, how are you doing? I hope you're working on something today. I am actually writing. Can you believe it? I mostly just like to talk. Hope all is well in your part of the world. But yeah, my stomach is, I just heard it. My stomach's growling today because I did not eat dinner. What did I have for lunch? What did I have for lunch? Oh, I had like way too much coffee yesterday. I think that I had drive-through at Pete's. Do you know Pete's Coffee? They have drive-throughs here, but you can buy Pete's in grocery stores. So I had Pete's Coffee and like a breakfast sandwich at lunch, and I just felt bloated and awful the rest of the day. I mean, really. So it was probably what I ate. Not that's off the list now. Not eating that again. And the coffee, honestly, I felt like every time I went to the bathroom, it was like peeing coffee. Not to be gross. So I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't expect that to happen if I had cold brew or something, which maybe I did and didn't know it. I did have iced, but I thought it was supposed to be a vanilla latte. So it was very strong coffee, and I paid the price. So now I just ate a little something, but it's probably not going to be enough. I mean, I was shocked that I didn't wake up in the middle of the night really starving. You're funny, Sergio. Yeah, it was a spelling accident in so many ways. Yeah, I have those a lot, sadly. Yeah, so my blog posts for iScary they're really just little teases. Sometimes I give more information than others, but it's mostly a tease to make you go read the actual story because, I'm not technically reporting, but I guess that's what I'm doing. I'm mostly just finding, it's more a blog where I'm finding these freaky news stories and, I'm sending people to those websites to read the real story. I'm not duplicating the story. So yeah, so it's just a teaser on the blog, but they're all in one place and you can go read the real news story, which I think is more important. I'd rather hear like a news report of something than somebody interpreting it for me. But the podcast is different. The podcast takes a couple of these. Each podcast is like about 22-ish to 25 minutes long. And each, we talk about 2 of these news stories. So part of it, you kind of hear the news story and you're in it. And then we react. And then you actually hear a short version of the news. The full story, and then we talk about it, myself and a co-host, and that's our podcast in a nutshell. And the first episode will be released Halloween. I guess that's where all my promo is, launching it for Halloween since it's scary, right? And it's Halloween. I'm so clever, but let's see, I'm trying to get a picture. What do I need a picture of? McDonald's? I don't know if I can do that. Maybe a drive-through, that'd be better. Sorry. Blogging. Spelling just gives me chuckles. There is no free yeah, why isn't that done? I don't want to use an iStock image. I want to use something I don't have to attribute to anybody. Let's see. But the thing is, when you launch, oh, I could do that. Ooh. These are free. Yeah, I'll do that. When you, what was I gonna say? I don't even know what I'm talking about. Sorry, I forgot what I was talking about. It is really hard to type and think at the same time. Okay. Oh, cool. Dear investor. Good job, Yvette. You're making good progress. Yes, so yeah, a big part of promoting this new podcast, Buy Me a Coffee. It's right there. Yeah, I went over that yesterday with my partner. So. I won't sing. Oh, okay. I think it's working. Ew. Can I crop it? Oh yeah, I can. You guys don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just talking to myself. It's okay. Work among yourself. You are. All right. Now this won't work. Ah. Ah. Whoa. Okay, now I figured it out. I've never used the crop tool. But why can't I? Oh, no. It won't. Okay, how do I stop the crop tool now that I've clicked it? Horror of horrors. All right. Just click out of it? Yeah, no, that didn't do it. All right. Replace. Open media library. And now I will... Do I have to go to the media library first? I select this. Oh, yeah. Select it. No. New. No, that would be a big new. Save draft. There should be a way to go to my media library. Okay. Oh, apply. Finally, she spots it. If you could just see what I'm doing, you'd just be laughing. Drive through, if you dare. Bum, bum, bum. This music is so happy. Alright, I guess I'm gonna go with that. The fund increased. Oh, wait. Oh, I haven't noticed. I'll have to pull it up while we're here. You know, after my first initial push, I didn't push anyone to my... I'm not expecting to get a big bonus again. I'll pull it up while we're here. Let's see. Gotta do this. Finish this part real quick. So that's good to hear for you. Because you were naturally selling stuff, right? Let's see. Near death? No, this is actually... scary food. The categories I have are not fun. Drive through accident. it's just a matter of when I'm gonna post it. This one will go on the 27th. How are we doing on time? What? 4 minutes. Make them count. And then you can have coffee if you want. All right. I did it. I made a post. And now I would need to do it for my... Cool. All right. That's enough for now. I want to go look and see what my Kindle Vella has. I have to remember, what side is that? Duh. All right, let's see. Reports. Why does it make you sign in twice? I just signed in. Okay, wait, where's the beta? Beta reports. I wonder when they're just gonna click over. Let's see. Top earning books. Kindle. I just show a July. So you already have an August one up, huh? Yeah, I didn't get that. I just got the first one. I mean, but I guess that is encouraging. Yeah, I only show one bonus. Which I would expect I wouldn't get any, because I didn't drive anyone there. I was gonna work on another one of these, but I'm glad your efforts were rewarded. How do I get out of this sucker? I don't know. Yeah, I decided to put my efforts in to my books, you know, because you can actually make more money there. I still want to find, like, you have found an organic audience with your nonfiction. That's to me, it's the goal. On anything I create, the goal is to put my time and my money in a spot where I'm going to find an audience, right? So, yeah, I did not... my feeling, and I proved it, if you don't put in any effort with something like Kindle Vella or any project, you're not going to get anything out of it automatically. It takes a while, or it takes the right kind of book and you have it. Recent stories. Oh, they do. Well, cool. Well, I mean, they call it all like in beta, which means that they're supposed to improve it. So that's good to know. Yeah, I was trying to find that. I was going to work on it today. I have my episode 10. It's been so buried, I'm going to have to just find it. Open. I can find it. I think it's under... something. Here it is. No, that's not it. Huh. If I could find the timer, I would turn it off. Hey, how'd you guys do on your first writing sprint? Sergio, any script pages? Oh. Well, so I'll have 10 episodes, so you're telling me I should keep going. Put up number 10. All right, I'll give it another push. Although, I guess I could do a little bit of a showing. I mean, we're halfway through September, but... Oh, there it is. I found the document. All right, I gotta get my coffee going, and then I will look at episode 10. See how you inspire me? Thanks, Yvette. Let's see. Ah! Oh, that's episode 7. I've just got this long scrolling. They should be their own. There it is. All right, let's see. I think I put the water in there. Today I'm doing a breakfast blend. It's a decaf. Just because I had so much caffeinated coffee yesterday. Oops. If I hit the right buttons in the right order, it works. There it goes. Yeah, I'm technically, I should be off coffee. But even decaf has a little caffeine in it. But hopefully not enough to make... It was just too much, and it was like I had a coffee in the morning, and then I had a coffee through Pete's drive-thru, and that coffee was a large, so it was probably what I would normally drink. It was 2 in 1, and whatever coffee they used was far stronger than what I use. I don't know. I don't get it. It just did not go down well, literally. And that's enough of talking about that. But yeah. Alright, I do gotta finish this. What else is going on? I mean, yeah, so Kindle Vella, I sort of did my thing and then I took a break. But it sounds like now's not a good time to take a break. Keep pushing. It could show up on recent stories. I mean, what's great about what I've done so far with it is I do have a couple reviews. I do have a bunch of thumbs up for them, and there's a lot to read. So if someone read the first 3 free ones, technically they could keep reading, and that would be nice. I'll make a little bit of an effort on it, just a little. But I still, last time I drove a lot of people there because I posted, so I'll post about it again. But I also bought an ad. I paid $20. Although I actually only paid $5 because I had a credit. But technically, that was my credit I could have used anywhere. So, yeah, because it was a $25 ad run, I think. But it did drive a lot of people there. We'll see. I mean, that's not a lot to spend. And at least it came out where I made money. Usually I spend $25 and I don't get paid. But I'm still not going to get paid. I still technically think the system is sort of rigged. Have you noticed, so you've actually found organic sales. Coffee! Have you got some decent real royalties? Are people actually spending tokens they paid for on your books? That's what I want to know. Have you gotten through that phase where it's new people? Because you only have like 4 episodes, if I recall right. Okay, we got another minute. So technically someone could come, they could read 3 of your episodes for free, the first 3, and they don't have to pay for 1. And with giving away 200 free tokens, that means a lot of people could read your stuff, all of it for free. That's where that bonus really comes in handy, because if you get all those reads, you are obviously driving people to the site. Yummy. All right, let's put 25 more minutes. Well, it's already there on the clock. Let's get it started for your second writing sprint of the day. On your mark, get set, write. All right. Still trying to finish my blogs because I need them for my last recording session with one of my talent. Freak accident. Oh, good. You have made money. Oh, wow. I'll go check back into Kindle Vella. Thank you. You've shamed me into doing it. I mean, I don't want to just drop it. I put a lot of effort into writing all those episodes. That's what they call them, episodes. What the cool part is I do have an audio drama based on that whole concept. And actually the first 4 episodes were, I mean, I had to change them a bit for a book, but those first 4 episodes are the first 4 episodes of the audio drama podcast, which is totally free to listen to. You should, if you want to hear more of me, because it's just me reading. Basically, it's like an enhanced audiobook. So, yeah. So my feeling is at some point I will take it down from Vella, turn it into a book as a companion to go with the audio drama. Because actually all of the ones I have done for Vella, I could turn them into the next episodes. So, but I'm busy right now on this other podcast. So I'll get back to that. It's just the editing is, like I've said, you've heard me. Broken record here. It's time consuming. But it's fun and I like it. And at least I have a pattern now. I mean, I have a structure for the non-fiction ones we're doing. The sort of commentary show. The scary commentary. But I find so many cool or freaky, creepy good stories that are in the blog. There are quite a few that some of them I can't. There's not enough to comment on for the podcast, but they're perfect for the blog. But some of those are really good starting points for stories. So the next thing I want to do is actually create some very short, like 4 minute max stories based on these. So there really are just scary stories that are fictionalized based on some news element. And that will be to feed our YouTube channel. So that to me is probably the next creative writing I'll do outside of my existing projects. Because I don't know if you were here in time, Yvette, that True Life screenplay I was working on, that's over. That project has ended. It happens. You go down the path as far as you can. So it's been very freeing. I'm very happy to be away. I'm very happy for that to have ended, because it was, when things start to go south, it's hard to be happy about that. I don't know. You take your chances, and that's sort of the history of my screenwriting career. I've made some money, I've taken many chances, and it's a roller coaster. But you don't give up, so eventually you'll have the right combination of champions will align. That's, to me, is the thing about screenwriting, is how much is out of your hands. Which is why I am loving doing my books, because obviously I make all the decisions, and I really love podcasting, because to me podcasting has been sort of the in-between of the two. Because podcasting, I can do it alone. Obviously, I did my lyric audio drama alone, but that was never the goal. I did that because of the pandemic. The goal was always to, I have a lot of friends that are actors, so the goal was always to go to LA, rent a studio, and come in and just have my actors act their, what's off. And so that was a step back, and that's why I did the audio drama, mostly to learn. And I learned a lot about how to do it properly, and the limit of my equipment, because, it's got to sound right. It's got to. But anyway, I have set up a good system. I think I could easily turn any of my books into an audiobook myself, which I've done that in the past. I've made one audiobook, like in a real audiobook, somebody else's book. I didn't get paid for it. You're supposed to get paid. It was one of those. They pay you. You split the profit when the book sells, and I've made a few cents on it. It's like book 3 in the romantic series that I don't know how well the series did. I think the books did well, but I don't know. I've listened to some of the other, like, I guess if you go in and listen to audiobooks, you can listen to a first little blurb, not a lot, but just like you can read the first few pages, you can listen to the first couple pages is probably on there. And each book is a different main character. So it makes sense that each book is read by a different person. But the quality of these recordings is vastly all over the board, and they're all pretty bad, including mine. I'm sorry to say, including mine. I'm not proud of it. But the person it was the author that got me to do it. She knew what she was getting into with me. I tried my dangest to make it the best, but I was constantly fighting my equipment. So I learned a lot from that process to do what I did with Lyric as an audio drama. And I obviously way improved my quality, but still learned a lot about reading books for one thing, but learned a lot about how to make things better. Make it, my whole goal is if I can't put something out and make it professional, then why am I doing it? Then you should go the traditional route of doing things and work with professionals. So I'm always trying to be that professional. And I feel like every step I take towards that, even if I take a step and it's not as good as I had hoped, I've still learned, and it improves it. So like Lyric was way above, and so now this I Scary podcast hopefully is right there. I mean, we had a big discussion yesterday about the quality of the sound, because to me that's ultimately the deal, is that you want it to sound like some professional people did it. And there are different levels of how you can make things sound right when you're recording at distance with people. That is, to me, the downside, but the positive side, because I think you get a little bit more leeway when people are interviewing people, or it's like an interview-like setting, and they're not in the same location. So I feel like our margin of error is so small that we'll still come across as professional. We'll see. The goal with podcasting, by the way, the very first goal I learned by going to the Podcasting Expo was that the most important thing is to begin. You can improve as you go, and that's totally acceptable, and you will improve as you go, and we have. So in many ways, I don't even want the first episode to be the first episode, but it is, because you have to put it out, you have to do stuff, you have to put it out, and you just have to make it better as you go. That probably works on many levels, but podcasting, that's it for sure. Oh, you did 3 of your voices, so see, Yeah, so yeah, that was the one where I listened to the animation, right? Yeah, so to me there's the level of, obviously sometimes what you and I can do doesn't sound as professional. I think if you listen to Lyric, my audio drama, I don't think it sounds like it was professionally done, but I think it sounds like it's okay. I mean, people are listening to it for free. So I get downloads for it all the time. I mean, I'm not getting 100 downloads, but I am surprised that I get, because I get like a monthly, I have to pay to host it. It's $12 a month through Buzzsprouts. That's what they charge. And I like their service because you can cancel it at any time, for one thing, which I wouldn't, but they put it out on everything. It goes to iTunes, everything. So they just make it easy. You can create audiograms for your to promote it and tease it. But it's free. So that was, I guess, my point. It's free. So you got to take that with a grain of salt. Yeah, most podcasts are free, but not all of them are. Most of them make their money through sponsors. I think the people I've sent to listen to it, the Lyric audio drama, they've been friends, okay, so they know me. So they've all been surprised that it's me doing it. Because I don't think I sound bad. But there are times when it's a story, so I wanted to have like sound effects. I want it to be like an audio drama, not just someone reading a book. So it's still somewhere in between of being someone just reading a book with sound effects and music. But I tried to do that. And it wasn't written. The very first couple episodes really weren't written for audio. And as I've done them, I've changed that. I've tried to make it a little bit more like I wrote it to be an audio drama. You do what you can. All right. What is... Let's see. I'm going to go back to what I did. No, that's not it. We're writing, right? We're writing. I'm actually writing this blog. Well, I did the blog post, and now I am writing up the news story for I'm doing that on Monday. I'm having a session with my actor. We do it remotely through a program called Zencastr. It's really good. It's free. And it records audio and video. At one point I was going to try to use the video, but I realized that wasn't what she was into. Sounds bad, doesn't it? But I realized that she was happy to be involved in it. But to do video, you want to look good on camera, and so that wasn't fitting into what was going on. And it was much more important to me that I had the audio. You try things, you have to be adaptive. That's probably one of the biggest things I've learned with doing this nonfiction podcast. But it's sort of, I don't know, I'm not yet sure where I'll label it. It's sort of a commentary, it's sort of an entertaining commentary based on scary news. So it falls in both of those categories of being entertainment, yet nonfiction. Well, I guess some people think it's nonfiction. It depends. If you don't believe in ghosts, but we talk about it like we're considering it all being real. And we give our opinions. We mostly just react and go, have you ever had that experience? All right. I have to now find this article. I found it. Oh. But like anything, it's really kind of interesting when you start any kind of project like this we're just going to keep doing them, right? We have our first season. It's 22 episodes, and we're going to just put all those out and then promote the heck out of it, mine that information into YouTube channel stuff. For 6 months, built the YouTube channel. And anywhere along that process, if we find out that it's a huge success, we'll jump back into doing the next season. Otherwise, we'll kind of pace ourselves and figure out, should we have a second season? But for now, we're just going to create it and try to get the word out about it. And then decide if it's worth our time, or should we pivot. That was a friend's quote. Yeah. Okay, I need to read this again. Oh my gosh, it's so slow coming up. All right. when I have two computers that I'm working on, I constantly reach for the mouse to this computer to work for my laptop. I'm like, nah, it doesn't work that way. I mean, I do have a mouse for this, for the laptop, and I used to have both the mouses here. Talk about really confusing. But I mostly keep the laptop somewhere else, so it's just here. For the fun of it. For the music. Ooh, 8 minutes left. Right. Oh yeah, we were talking about your voices for your animated series. That was the one point, sorry, I'm so slow. I was going to get to was, yeah, for Lyric, there are many voices. There are other, that's why I wanted to use like real actors to do the voices for when there's characters talking to each other. So anyway, since it was just me, you know, the very first voice was an older woman, so I made her an older Southern woman. I could do an accent for that, and it sounded okay. And then, but then you get into, then there's male characters. So obviously I can't fake a male voice, and I did do what you said you did, Yvette, is that I took it in and tried to change the pitch, which I first spoke deeper or something, whatever it was, I spoke deeper, and then I went in and changed the pitch. So I had like a teen boy, and then I had a even younger boy who was sort of a geeky boy, so I tried to speak geeky, you know, I tried to do all the nerdy voices, or whatever. I worked hard on trying to do voices, but I still felt that no matter what, it still sounded like me. And changing the pitch, it worked a little, but it just made it's very easy to change pitch and just make it sound strange, not like a different person. It just sounds like you changed the pitch. So to me, that was a problem, and I felt I was getting very close to being really not even coming close to doing a professional production. So I have 4 episodes up of that. So I think the first episode, it was just the Southern lady voice plus my voice, and luckily it's a first person story, so the main character is me reading it, and so there's just those 2 voices which sounded different, and then there are the boys, and then there's also an older professor, a male professor. So I had all these male voices, and I'm like, dang, all my male voices are going to probably sound pretty much alike, and it'll really sound bad. I mean, I need a lot more training, let's just say, to be a voice actor. And that's when I found IA voices, which I have at different times tried them. And to me, the IA voices sound so computery. They sound so phony. So they would pull you out of the story. They wouldn't work. But I found 2 different programs that did quite decent voices of men and women. And so I got those programs. They were inexpensive. I mean, you had to pay for them though, but they weren't bad. And I've been using them ever since. And I feel like, they aren't human voices. I think you would know. I think you would. But they're a far cry from just changing the pitch. Changing the pitch of my voice, to me, sounds bad. Using these voices, I can tell they're not real voices, but they're really close. It's an in-between part where it's scary that they are able to create human voices, because they are using human people to create these voices, right? It's the program going off of what some real people, some real voices, they have to go in and they must have to read a bunch of stuff that the computer takes all the knowledge and creates any words you want. And then the downside is that a lot of times they just can't say certain words correctly. So you have to I have to rewrite the dialogue to help that. But that's it's part of the process. So so I think by the time you get to episode 3 of Lyric, the audio drama, that then has these IA voices mixed in. So, and then so episode 5, I think, is going to bring back a character that I did as me trying to do a male voice, and then I changed the pitch. So I'm gonna have to try. I think I have almost. I'm gonna change it to one of the IA voices. Going along with that same thing with podcasting is that you just keep improving as you go and let people go, hey, she's not doing the voice she first did. Yes, because I'm getting better. But we'll see. It's kind of why I stopped doing the audio drama. It's because I really felt like I was getting beyond my ability. I really wanted to have human voices for all the voices. And we still aren't back to where I could go to LA and do that. Unfortunately. And now I've moved on. Oh my gosh, our time is almost done. I didn't quite get done myself over here. This is a sad story. Sorry, I just wrote a scary story. True. Yeah, with IA use phonetics. I have done that. Ooh. The problem with these advanced IA programs, the ones that sound almost human, is that you do have to trick it to try to say something the right way. I don't know if I haven't tried Googling the honest phonetical version of a word. I just made it up myself, based on what I could tell the computer could say. So like if you wanted something, if you had a character who went by initials, you probably have to spell those initials out for them to be said properly. Stuff like that. It's mostly names, and some names, it could take a little bit of work. Or I just changed the word to a word I'm pretty sure it can say. The other thing that the IA voices do is that sometimes their inflection is wrong. So you have to learn how their inflections work, and because you can change the pacing, you can add pauses, you can add emphasis. There's a lot of stuff you can do that just requires a little bit of time, but it's worth it. So hey, we finished the second writing sprint. How it works. Cool. Well, that's good to know. I'll try it if I find myself in that situation again, which I will. I don't know if you've tried the programs. The programs I use are called Speechelo and Blaster or something. Anyway. How'd you do? Did you get some stuff done? Or did you just watch me talk? I got some stuff done today. Amazing! Gonna keep working on it. Full day of writing and editing. I've got some more editing to do. Oh, that's good to know.
Yvette, as always, you're full of some very good information, and I thank you for sharing it. And thanks for showing up today. I hope you got some work done. Sergio, thanks for popping in as always. And to the rest of you guys, I hope this writing sprint launches you into doing more good writing, and you guys have a good, safe weekend. I used to always think of the weekend as a great time to finally write. You're away from your weekday, and it's all about you and your creativity. Of course, now, I mean, every day is my weekend in many ways. So I just feel like every day's a work day. I lost weekends. So it's just another 2 days that are like the whole week. And actually, they tend to be less like the whole week because I have more obligations that pop up. But good obligations. I'm not complaining. Anyway, thanks for showing up and being part of Writers Write. I hope you enjoyed your writing sprints and you join me again on Monday. If you hit the notification bell, it will tell you when I'm live. Next week, Monday is the only day I'm live, and then I'm going to be off for a few weeks. So I'll try to keep you posted about that. But so next Monday's an important writing sprint. I hope you can be here, and I will look forward to seeing you then. Have a great weekend, guys.